Yes, yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people. You are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. We are going to kick off with Anthony Joshua, who was in Ogun State, Nigeria, his ancestral homeland, my people. He was there, my guys, amongst his people, sharing good times and good vibes. Amongst those that he was with was Nigeria's president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, my guys, my people, as well as Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, my guys, my people. And while speaking to the press, Anthony Joshua, well, he confirmed what Eddie Hearn has told us already, and that is, well, they have in their plans for 2025 to fight Tyson Fury and become 3 times heavyweight champion of the world. My people, boy, oh boy, that is a very, very big feat to, achieve in 2025. Because when you look at the situation critically, Anthony Joshua is just coming off a very, very brutal loss at the hands of Daniel Dubois. And even after that loss, he opted to, go forward and give Dubois the immediate rematch, only to pull out of the immediate rematch. Eddie Hearn explaining that, Anthony Joshua would not be able to make Dubois' return date to make that fight happen. Why? Because Anthony Joshua apparently received some minor injuries in the Dubois fight and was going through some niggles, my people. He wasn't really specific as to what those niggles were. But however, because of those niggles, he just couldn't, make the date that him and Dubois were to return, my guys, my people. And so there was no immediate rematch, my people. There was no immediate rematch. But Eddie Hearn, though, he was not really specific as to what those niggles were. So I'm wondering, were there any niggles at all? Or was it just a case of Anthony Joshua having received some psychological damage, my guys? Because he has received some real damage in his career. Andy Ruiz, and then at the hands of Usyk twice. Even the fact of just losing alone, yeah, would work on you psychologically, especially when you are the type of fighter that that was once very, very feared. His presence in the heavyweight division was feared by his peers, my people, because of the way that he used to brutally handle them in the ring, just clearing them out with KO after KO after KO. It doesn't seem to be the same Anthony Joshua anymore. So I'm wondering, can he go into a Fury fight, after that loss from Dubois? And if, of course, he's going through the same psychological mind state as he was in the Dubois fight, because that Anthony Joshua wouldn't even be able to scratch Fury. Did you see how Fury performed against Usyk? I think he performed well. It was a close fight, but it's just that Fury was the better fighter, my guys. Not just the better fighter on the night. He is the better fighter. After all, he's beaten Fury twice, just like he's also beaten Joshua twice, my guys, my people. So yeah, that's the case. There, Fury to me is still a top heavyweight despite his loss to Usyk, because he lost to a top, heavyweight, a former cruiserweight, now a top heavyweight, my guys, number one of the heavyweights, my guys, my people. But as for Fury, would he take the fight with Joshua? He took his loss to Usyk so badly that he in the post press conference he was hinting as to possibly not returning to boxing. So retirement. He was hinting at retirement, my guys, my people. So is he actually going to retire, or is an Anthony Joshua fight the kind of fight that could possibly pull him back in the ring? Because we know in pre the Usyk fight, he was saying that the Anthony Joshua fight is a fight that would have to happen. That he doesn't care how many losses Anthony Joshua's had. That he would give Anthony Joshua an opportunity to face him. So now is the time, my guys. Now is the time. Anthony Joshua is calling you out. Tyson Fury, my guys, my people. But guess what? Somebody else that's actually backing a fight with Fury, that is Anthony Joshua versus Fury, is a friend of Tyson Fury, Jimmy Harrington, my guys. Jimmy Harrington. He says that Anthony Joshua versus Fury, if it does not happen, would leave a bad taste in the mouths of fans, my guys. It will just leave a bad taste in our mouths, my people. So that fight needs to happen. Of course, there is no gold on the line, as neither one is champion right now, but it's still the biggest, massivest, lack of better word, my guys, the biggest all British fight that can be made right now. It is the biggest, my guys, my people. And he also goes on to say that Fury in fact has not received too much damage in his boxing career, aside from those received from the Deontay Wilder fights. That Usyk didn't really put too much damage on him to take off any mouths from Tyson Fury. So yeah, that kind of coincides with my theory that that Tyson Fury is still a very able top heavyweight, my guys, my people, and we need to see that fight. Tyson Fury take up the opportunity and get at Joshua, my guys. Let's start the negotiations, my guys, my people. Turki Al Sheikh has already said that is the fight that he wants for 2025. As for Daniel Dubois, the last man that Anthony Joshua faced, well, he's looking to fight Joseph Parker in February the 22nd, and he needs to get past Parker in order for him to go on and face Usyk, the man that he challenged ringside, my guys, my people. So yeah, he has that job to do. Parker is going to be a hurdle, a complicated hurdle for him to for him to jump over. And Eddie Hearn thinks that he may not be able to do it. He may not be able to do it, my guys, my people. But let's wait and see. I think he will get it done. Dubois right now is on a rampage, my guys, my people. So that is the situation there. Anthony Joshua, he wants Fury and to become 3 times heavyweight champion in 2025, my guys, my people. Can he do it? One person that believes though that he could possibly do it is Usyk, because after his fight with Tyson Fury, in which he says Fury gave him the hardest fight ever in his career, my guys, my people. But however, he chooses Joshua over Fury if Joshua and Fury were to fight. So yeah, Usyk thinks he can do it, my guys, my people. So let's move on to the next one. Who do we want to talk about now? Let's talk about Hamza Sheeraz. We know he's got a fight coming up on the February 22nd Riyadh season fight card as well, and he's going up against WBC champion in the middleweight division, Carlos Adames, who I think is the best champion in the division. I know everybody will say Alim Konali, but for me the eye test says Adames, my guys, my people. And he says he doesn't only just want to be Adames, but he wants to wow the crowd with brutality. So yeah, he wants to be he's looking to be brutal in that fight. possibly get the KO against Adamis. That is not going to be easy, my guys. Adamis is no Ammo Williams. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Adamis is a whole different class, my guys, my people. But Hamza Sheeraz though, he was being interviewed in that occasion by Crawford. You know, Frutch got his own YouTube channel, Frutch on Fighting, but he didn't ask Sheeraz any Denzel Bentley questions. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because Denzel Bentley has called out Hamza Sheeraz before. He believes he can beat Hamza Sheeraz, but it seems that, you know, every time they interview Bentley, this is something that Bentley brought up that he's pissed off about, really. Every time they interview Bentley, they're always asking him about Sheeraz. Yeah, but when they interview Sheeraz, they never ask of Bentley. And Bentley says, it can't be so one-sided, my guys. Can't be so one-sided. After all, it takes two to make a fight, right? Two to tango, my guys. Two to tango. And Bentley is ready to tango right after possibly he if he can get past Alim Konali. He is mandatory to Alim Konali now. So yeah, that fight needs to get made. If it can get made, of course, Frank Warren says he's looking to make that happen within the first 6 months of 2025, my guys, my people. And that is the situation there. Denzel Bentley though is also, not only him but his promoter as well, Frank Warren. They're both interested in fighting Chris Eubank Jr. Frank Warren says Chris Eubank Jr. Is only got, you know, is only just living off of his father's name, my guys, my people. His father being the legend Chris Eubank, the man himself, my guys, my people. And so he says that Chris Eubank Jr. is not I don't think, he doesn't even rate him. He doesn't even rate him at all, my guys, my people. He says that Chris Eubank Jr. is not even the best middleweight in the UK. He says that Sheeraz and both Denzel Bentley are better middleweights. And so he wants to make the fight with Eubank and Bentley, my guys. He wants to fight with Eubank and Bentley. But would he put Sheeraz against Bentley? They are in the same promotional banner. They are both promoted by Queensbury Promotions and Frank Warren, my guys, my people. Bentley says, of course we know that Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, who fights 2 divisions below the middleweight division at 147 pounds, my guys, my people. And Bentley says that, look, yeah, that opportunity there, that fight there, prospective fight, Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn is nothing but a misfit fight, simply because Conor Benn doesn't belong in the same weight class, my people. And he goes on to say that if Chris Eubank Jr. is to, well, if he loses to Conor Benn, well, that could may well end his career, my guys, my people. And nobody's actually talking about that, but it could actually end his career, my guys. And to tell you the truth, I believe Conor Benn beats him. I think Conor Benn is the better fighter. May not be as big, but he's definitely the better fighter. Another person that shares the same opinion as me is Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs, my guys. Yeah, who fights in the welterweight division. He's calling out the likes of Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia, even Jerome Bruce Ennis. He's gone. He's already gone back and forth with Eddie Hearn in the post fight of Ennis and Chukadzian, and what Hearn told him, if you beat Chukadzian, we give you Chukadzian. You beat Chukadzian, then maybe you can get Ennis, my guys, my people. But we know Eddie Hearn is just messing around there. He's not really serious. about making that fight with Blair Cobbs. But one thing I will say though, if he does not land Ennis a good fight very soon, one of those fights that Ennis wants and the fans are looking for, he may well end up having to fight Blair Cobbs, my guys, my people. He may well, but that would be so shameful, my guys. That would be a waste of time, a waste of a career, my guys, my people. But anyway, but actually, on a serious note, Blair Cobbs is it's not a bad fight. I mean, he's only got one loss in his career, right? Yeah, so it's not really a bad fight. And he just beat Broner. We know Broner is shot to death, but he still beat Broner, my guys. So he has a name on his record. But anyway, yeah, Blair Cobbs thinks that Conor Benn, well, he shares the same opinion as me that Conor Benn will beat Chris Eubank Jr. My guys, my people. So that is the situation there. But will Blair Cobbs get in the ring anytime soon? Will any of the people that he's calling out actually, have the balls to face him? Not that they're afraid of him, but Blair Cobbs is not really the type of fighter that people want to fight. So would they actually entertain a fight with Blair Cobbs? That remains to be seen, my guys, my people. Well, now let's move on. Let's talk about Terence Bud Crawford. We have Terence Bud Crawford, my guys, who is in talks with Saul Canelo Alvarez, right? To make a fight happen. But also he's been asked questions about the possibility of ever facing Jerome Bruce Ennis, and well, Crawford said there is no chance of him fighting Ennis if Ennis does not bulk up his resume, because right now he's fought literally nobody, no ex-champions, no champions on his resume, my guys. That is poor. And even as a champion, he is holding an email title. An email title, my guys. Actually, has he fought any ex-champions? I believe he has, but I'll have to look it up. But yeah, he's literally fought nobody, and he is just foregoing opportunity upon opportunity, just turning them down. Let me turn down Virgil Ortiz to fight at 154. And he turned down Teofimo Lopez. Both those fights, he turned them down, opting instead to unify in his division, my guys, my people, which is a commendable choice. It's a commendable choice because he's looking for legacy, right? He's looking for belts, titles, my people. But I have to say, at this particular moment, Boots is at a stage where nobody really wants to fight him. Well, people want to fight him now. Stanionis says he wants to fight him, and Brian Norman says he wants to fight him. But at this particular moment, those fights are not moving fast enough, my guys. In terms of making those fights, things are moving slow on Ennis's side. So you have to take the opportunities that come to you. Life does not always go how you planned it. In fact, sometimes you just have to not plan at all and just take the opportunity that arises and just move forward. Go ahead with it and see where it lands you. Those opportunities, like I said, being the Virgil Ortiz fight and the Teofimo Lopez fights, my guys, my people. Teofimo Lopez would have been better than the Virgil Ortiz fight. In fact, Teofimo Lopez is a very, very accomplished fighter, more accomplished than Jerome Bruce Ennis. Kind of reminds me of reminds me of Errol Spence versus Garcia. Errol Spence versus Garcia. Not Yeah, Garcia, not Danny Garcia, the other Garcia. Man. Yeah, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, did he not step up 2 divisions to fight Errol the True Spence? Fill me in if I'm wrong. But yeah, did he not step up 2 divisions? And look what it did for Errol Spence's career. So yeah, he's got to take that example there and run with it, my guys, my people. Teofimo Lopez is still there. No fight. No fight. And trust me, he would take that Ennis fight over the Matthias fight that he's been lined up with right now. Trust me, because Ennis, that fight represents a pay-per-view fight. Matthias and Teofimo Lopez, that is not a pay-per-view situation, my guys, my people. So yeah, that is what I have to say about that situation there, my guys, my people. But yeah, let's move on and talk about an upcoming fight, only 3 days away now, and that is Jai Opetaia versus David Nyika. My guys, my people, Opetaia of Samoan background and origin, and Nyika from New Zealand, my guys, my people. Opetaia originally was supposed to fight Shinkara, who was mandatory to his IBF title, my guys. So he was going to be making a mandatory defense. However, now that Shinkara had stepped out, he is instead going to be fighting Nyika, my guys, my people. They are both 29 years old, however, Opetaia is by far the more experienced professionally. He has 26 fights, no losses, no draws, and 20 of his fights coming via KO, my people. Whereas Nyika is only has 10 fights, no losses, no draws, and 9 coming via KO, my guys, my people. But check this: Nyika is a staggering 6'6". 6'6", my people. Wow. And yeah, and so he's 4 inches taller than Opetaia. Is it 4? How tall is Opetaia? Yeah, Opetaia is like 6'2", so 4 inches taller. And with a 78-inch reach, so 2 inches in reach more than Opetaia as well. So he has got a height and reach advantage. And to tell you the truth, he is a much better fighter than Shinkara, judging by the eye test. And so a better matchup, if you ask me. Much better matchup, my guys, my people. But one good news for both fighters is that they have sparred many times already before, so they're very familiar with each other. So in the cruiserweight division, I can't really think of anyone really that is looking to just jump in the ring like that with Opetaia with his destructive force, my people. But like I said, Nyika and Opetaia, they've sparred already, so possibly Nyika might be fancying his chances reading off of his past sparring experience, my guys, my people. Who knows? But Nyika, he is very tall, rangy, like I said. However, he does not really stand back and fight on the back foot and use his range and distance. He prefers more to push forward and get in there with those combinations. He's not shy to go to the body, my guys. He is not shy at all. And he's got 9 KO, so he's got power as well. Both of them got power. Despite his height, he's very athletic, my guys. So he can move. He's not slow-footed at all. Does not move awkward. Is a rhythmic type of fighter, just like Opetaia. But I think Opetaia is a tad faster, more explosive, possibly more power as well, my guys, my people. And I think he will get it done. One thing about Opetaia though, he does get a bit punch happy, so he can punch between his combinations. And it can be a little bit defensively reckless as well. But in terms of pro experience, he does have the better pro experience and has fought better fighters. He's fought ex-champions like Marius Bradis, not once but twice. The first time around, he went through a little bit of turbulence, but he proved to us that he's got great recovery, my guys, as he came back to win that fight via, well, he was winning anyway, but when I say come back, he recovered very quickly from the turbulence in that fight. And yeah, he won via unanimous decision. And in the second time, it was just very decisive, my guys. Just he just cleaned up, my guys, my people. From round to round, he just cleaned up. But yeah, that is Jai Opetaia, and he is set to fight David Nyika on the 8th of January, my guys, my people. I am looking forward to that fight there, and it's going to be taking place in at the Gold Coast, that is in Queensland, Australia, my people, I believe. Yeah. So that's the 8th of January, my guys, my people. It would be Opetaia is an Eddie Hearn fighter, I guess. So the zone card, yeah, it's gonna be a the zone card, my guys, my people. And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one. But before you leave, do like, share, subscribe, and of course, drop your comments below. And as always, stay very, very blessed.